Rif was growing frantic. Her husband had called to say that he and her brother were stuck on their way home from work outside the Syrian capital, normally a 25-minute drive. There was fighting in a northern suburb, he said, and traffic was frozen. Tensions rose as the hours passed. It is never good to be out after dark in Damascus now, especially trapped in a traffic jam, unable to flee. Finally, Rif's husband called again. They had escaped and returned to their workplace to pass the night, another concession to their changing world. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. War has come to Damascus. Not on the scale of Aleppo or Homs, at least not yet. But the difference from just a few months ago is unmistakable. With sandbagged checkpoints every half-mile and soldiers methodically searching vehicles for weapons, simple movement is becoming impossible. Where is Damascus headed? Are we the next Aleppo? Rif asked a few days later. How soon before our city, our markets, are destroyed? This is the center of Bashar al-Assad's power, the stronghold he tried for months to shield from a popular uprising that has inexorably been transformed. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Into a bloody civil war. As his troops battled insurgents all around the country, Mr. Assad was determined that here, at least, he would preserve an air of normalcy, of routine, of certainty that life would go on, as it had before. Such illusions are no longer possible. The reality of war has crept into daily life, and there is a sense of inevitability. Even supporters of the government talk about what comes next, and rebels speak of tightening the noose around this city, their ultimate goal. Damascus was once known for its all-night. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Party scene. Now, few people venture out after dark, and kidnappings are rampant. Gasoline is increasingly scarce, and as winter approaches, people are worried about shortages of food and heating oil. Streets are closed at a moment's notice, traffic diverted, bridges shut down. Even long-time residents and taxi drivers get lost and have to weave in and out of parking lots to avoid barriers and dead-end streets. Shelling and machine gun fire are so commonplace, children no longer react. As recently as summer, while war raged in various neighborhoods surrounding the city, Damascus existed in a bubble of thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Denial. War, people seem to feel, was happening elsewhere, and the residents of Mr. Assad's stronghold were determined to live their lives as if nothing had changed. There were garden parties and fashion shoots, and the opera house hosted Italian tenors. There were elegant dinners at embassies, before the ambassadors fled, that is. But as summer faded, the strangulation of Damascus began. More checkpoints appeared. The Shabiha, Arabic for ghosts, pro-government paramilitary forces who are often held responsible for the most violent crimes, were defiantly visible in foreign hotels. Now, thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Suicide bombings are more frequent, and the rebels of the Free Syrian Army say they are slowly establishing control of the suburbs that ring the city, with the aim of slowly strangling the government. Some families say they are taking their children out of school and teaching them at home, because the drive to school is too dangerous. Discussions among friends are no longer of the real world, as one writer put it. Talk turns more naturally to the fate of the homeless in the city's parks, or the traumatization of the children. People, thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. One woman said, talk of death, to a reporter based in Paris who has been granted 3 visas in recent months to report freely in the country. Damascus seems now like a city under siege, where for most people danger is a wearying companion, so much so that the last names of those interviewed for this article are being withheld for their protection. Kidnapping of wealthy Syrians is on the rise, sowing fear in the city's finest precincts. In Metz, the politically and ethnically mixed neighborhood once known as the Beverly Hills. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Damascus, people talk of the daughter of a local businessman who was kidnapped 3 weeks ago and ransomed for about $395,000. She was returned to her family, according to local residents, sexually abused, tortured and traumatized. residents say the kidnappers are from either the Free Syrian Army or renegade offshoots of radical groups or are, in the government's catch-all phrase, foreign terrorists. One man, an Armenian Christian, a minority within a minority, he joked, said he was wary of laying blame on any one group.